Gyms and nightclubs and bowling alleys are still closed in North Carolina. But now some are filing a lawsuit against Governor Roy Cooper. It's a revolt against the executive order keeping them in particular still closed. Want to go to our Joe Bruno live tonight. The question, Joe, is do these lawsuits stand a chance? Will they work?
Scott, there are so many different factors in play. It depends on the arguments and the judges. But as we've seen across the country and even here locally with churches, they can be successful. From gyms to strip clubs, shuttered businesses are taking Governor Roy Cooper to court in hopes they can reopen. Filed today in federal court, dozens of adult entertainment clubs asking a judge to allow them to reopen. Filed today in Superior Court, a lawsuit on behalf of gyms and fitness facilities. Filed yesterday in federal court, a Raleigh trampoline park is seeking damages for being forced to close. Also yesterday, the Bowling Proprietors Association of the Carolinas and Georgia sent a letter to Governor Cooper threatening legal action if bowling alleys can't reopen anytime soon.
But the general idea behind these lawsuits is that the executive branch cannot make a rule that limits people's civil authority, their civil rights.
Attorney Corey Rosensteel says a lot comes into play when deciding where to file a lawsuit. One
would be because they believe that they have the best chance of winning when they go toward the appellate courts. And so it's a choice for them. They would believe that they have a better chance in front of a federal appellate court than a North Carolina state appellate court.
In a lot of cases, the businesses ask for a temporary restraining order. That would allow them to reopen while the case works its way through the legal system. The strip clubs were denied that today, but we've seen it work in the past. Churches got a TRO from a federal judge paving the way for indoor services. But just because houses of worship were successful doesn't mean gyms and trampoline parks will be.
Your right to go to a trampoline park is not specifically written into the Constitution the way your right to worship is. That's going to be a big issue.
Still, some plaintiffs hope to replicate what happened in Wisconsin, where the Supreme Court struck down the stay-at-home order allowing businesses to reopen. Again, though, just because it happened there doesn't mean it will happen here.
What you've got to realize is the laws are going to be slightly different from state to state. And so the individual issues in the Wisconsin case are going to be a little bit different from the individual issues in North Carolina.
Joe, I know you had a chance to peruse these lawsuits. What kind of arguments are they trying to make?
Well, Scott, let's take gyms, for example. They're arguing that their forced closure will mean that they can't serve people who are suffering from various medical conditions. They also say that their forced closure is a violation of the state constitution. Scott.
Yeah, plenty for the lawyers to dig into for sure. Thanks, Joe.